I'm 54, and if you don't learn these lessons about money now, you'll regret it later. You're not tired. You're underpaid. The first step to wealth: stop impressing people who don't pay your bills. Your boss will replace you long before your family recovers from losing you. Pay attention to your work-life balance. They don't pay you for how hard you work. They pay you for how hard you are to replace. You weren't meant to work 40 years just to enjoy 10. If you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it. You don't have a money problem. You have a decision-making problem. A great deal is still a waste of money if you didn't need it. You don't have fun money. You have unpaid bills you're ignoring. And those people you think have made it, they didn't get lucky. They got serious. Because remember, money will solve 90% of your problems, but the other 10%, you're going to still need therapy.
So let me guess. You are done living paycheck to paycheck, done watching your bank account dip into the negatives, and so done with feeling like financial freedom is something only lucky people get. You are ready to enter your rich girl era, not just for the aesthetics, but because you want peace, options, and power over your own life. First things first, we need to redefine what being rich actually means. Because being in your rich girl era isn't just about designer bags or luxury vacations. It's about freedom. Freedom to say no to things that don't serve you. Freedom to take a break without stressing about rent. Freedom to leave a toxic job or start your dream business. When you stop chasing image-based wealth and start building quiet wealth, investments, savings, multiple income streams, that's when your rich girl era truly begins.
Okay, if I woke up today with $0 in savings, no investments, and had to completely rebuild from scratch, here's exactly what I'd do. Step 1, audit. First and foremost, I'd get brutally honest about where my money is going. Pull up statements, track every dollar. Cannot fix what you don't face. 2, stabilize. I'd cut unnecessary expenses fast. Eating out every day, impulse shopping, pretty much everything that isn't a necessity. That money gets redirected into a simple emergency fund. My goal would be to save $1,000 as fast as possible. Step 3, now rebuilding. This is where I'd automate. 10 to 15% of my paycheck goes directly into savings or investments. Doesn't matter if it's $50 or $5,000, consistency beats everything. Step 4, grow. Finally, I'd focus on leveling up my income. Asking for raises, picking up freelance work, making money online. Saving, of course, is good, but making more money gives you leverage. And please know, starting at zero isn't failure, it's strategy. What matters is that you start today and you're intentional, because every day is a reset button.
3 things to do now to enter your rich girl era. First things first is your mindset. You have to redefine your relationship with money. No more scarcity. I love reminding myself all day, every day that money comes easily to me and abundance is all around me. Number 2 is to cut things out. Now this applies to the people that you surround yourself with. It also applies to the news that you consume, all of the music that you listen to, the creators that you follow. Everything that you allow to penetrate your mind has a big impact on the way that you look at life and also what you're attracting into your world. And number 3 is to start falling in love with the topic of money. Research it, submerge yourself into information about finances and money. So many people are scared to have conversations around finances, especially if they're not in a great place with their money right now. It's understandable, but you are never going to get to the place that you want to unless you start building that comfort level around your finances.
My parents were helping me out with money way into my late 20s. I hated it, but my mindset was, I can't help it. What can I do? I'm an artist and a creative and I'm trying to run a business and nothing's working. It's a struggle out here. I need them to help me. Otherwise I won't eat or be able to pay my rent. And my parents didn't mind, but I minded. I just used to think I'm educated and I'm clever and I'm talented. So why am I not able to be financially independent, stand on my own 2 feet? Why am I in this position where I need their help? And I figured out it's because I can't get a job, can't book a job, can't get clients, can't. So I lived in that circle for a long time. It changed when I changed, because before I thought the harder I work, the more money I'll get. But that wasn't the case. The harder I worked, it almost had the opposite effect. The harder I worked, the more my adrenals burnt out, the more stressed I got, the more frustrated I got. So what I did is I started forensically looking into my money mindset. Why was I not able to attract money, keep money, save money? And it was all to do with my self-worth. And here's where sometimes my clients get it mixed up. Because you're confident, but that doesn't mean you have good self-worth. You can be confident, light up the room, but your self-worth can be in the toilet. I had to believe that I was worthy of being chosen. I was worthy of being number one. I was worthy of being picked. That I was worthy of being loved. I was good enough to stand out. And that I deserved the money because my energy and my talent and my intelligence was an equal energetic match for the money. All of this happened overnight? No, I had to work with mindset coaches to get me on the right track. But financial independence is amazing.
I want to be rich so that I can afford my real life. I feel like for a long time, I've just been kind of managing and having to do with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But I cannot wait to get to a point where I'm like, this is the real me. When it comes to shopping and looking how I want to look, I'm not doing this on a budget, that on a budget. Like, listen, I love me a little budget. I really don't like when I go to the shops and I see something I absolutely love and boom, it's out of my budget. I cannot wait to be able to afford the real version of me. Like this version you guys are seeing, this is cute. She's cute, but this is the budget version of me. When I get to a point when I can afford my real life, you guys won't even know who she is. She will be fancy. She would be having a housekeeper, a nanny, private chef. She's going to be traveling all the time first class. She's going to be treating her friends and family to holidays and pamper days. Oh, you quit your job? It's okay. Let's go and like celebrate the fact that you even had a job for 2 weeks, and then let's come back and make a plan on how to get you a new job. My best version of myself, the rich version of myself, y'all can't wait to see her because I can't wait to see her.
Girl to girl, you need to make so much money so you can walk out of situations you don't like. Yes, make money. Learn to trust yourself again to give yourself the world so you never have to sit through disrespect just because rent is due. Make money so you're not stuck biting your tongue at a job that drains you. Make money so you never stay with someone toxic just because they cover the bills. People love to say money isn't everything, but let's be real. Without it, you don't have choices. You're forced to swallow disrespect. You're forced to keep saying yes when you want to say no. You're forced to stay in rooms that don't deserve you. Money doesn't just give you options, it gives you a backbone. It gives you the ability to walk away without explaining yourself. It gives you the power to hold standards that can't be lowered just because you're desperate. And here's the part no one says out loud. The world treats you different when you don't need anything from it. You stop negotiating your value, you stop tolerating nonsense, and you stop playing small just to survive.
You know, we always want to get the tidbit of, oh, she did it with this or that or him. It's always hard for people to believe that a woman can figure it out on her own. From spending most of junior high and high school sleeping in motels and cars or staying at a family friend's to going to community college, working at daycares, and eventually getting into my dream college. Let's just say leveling up my lifestyle started first with cultivating a luxurious mindset when I did not have one. All I could do during that time was think abundantly, not scarcity, and that is the best advice I can give you, is to train yourself to think in terms of abundance, having more, and believing that there's more than enough success, wealth, and opportunities for everyone, including you. Can't have it right now, you have to dream it. Affording your dream life, dream career, and becoming your dream woman starts with thinking abundantly and not scarcity. So get rid of that damn imposter syndrome. You got this, babe.
Welcome back to my series where I'm showing you how I'm doubling my income and changing my life within 1 year. 3 categories: investments and savings, streams of income, and quality of life. Starting with investments and savings. Last time I shared that I had bought my first house. It took 6 months to build, but now we are finally moved in. This was obviously a huge investment, and as crazy as it was to see such a large number come out of my account for the down payment, it didn't really hurt because we saved for this. So I'm not too worried about replacing what was lost. Our strategy for this house will likely be to live in it for a few years, make some strategic value adds, and then rent it out from there. Surprisingly, my credit score went up 20 points after we took out our mortgage, and our car insurance payment actually went down a few $100s. Personally, from both an investment and a quality of life perspective, I'm really happy that we went with a new build for our first house. I hear a ton of crazy stories about new homeowners having to pay for like all these crazy unexpected things, stuff that tends to happen with older homes. And since this was our first real estate investment, our goal was to try to create like the most chill situation possible. Nice neighborhood, new house, and then big, like there's enough rooms and stuff where it could really be catered to families to rent out later. Social media has been good to me. Some very exciting campaigns coming up that I am so excited for. And I'll tell you what, we have already hit last year's total number. I mentioned last time that I've been working with a brand consultant. ITML is the agency run by my best friend Kalechi. Her agency focuses on those who have built a social media following and want to leverage that to build it into something larger that they own, like a business. I just want to say there's so much you can do to set your life up the way you imagine. You just gotta talk to people who have done it before and know what they're doing. It's a stuff that they don't teach you in school. They say that you should be doing something every day to get yourself a little bit closer day by day to whatever your goals are. And I feel like working with a brand consultant has been really helpful in me keeping that discipline and making my weeks very intentional towards my larger income goals. Lastly, quality of life. My brain and body were fried when we moved. All of the preparations for the house, from the inspections to packing to the move itself. And on top of that, I had recently re-injured my back, so habits out the window. Moving to a new area also meant being uprooted from my normal gym, my normal Pilates studio, so I've had to like establish a new home basis for everything. And it is an investment to do so. I've been feeling so much better. I'm also taking 2 weeks off from work very soon. I feel like whenever we do take off time from work, it's to like travel somewhere, or it's like a special occasion like a holiday, Christmas, a wedding. Rarely do we take time just for us. So that's what these 2 weeks will be about. I'll be able to kick off some of the home projects I've been wanting to do, and then just give myself a break mentally from like juggling 1,000 things at a time. That's where we're at so far. I'm excited to see where we'll be at by the time we do our next check-in.
I'm gonna give you some big sister advice, so I'm gonna hold your hand while I say this. Please stop spending the money that you don't have. You do not need to buy everything that you see on the internet. No, it's not normal to be spending $20 to $40 a week on a coffee shop. You know what that adds up to a year? You're looking at $1,000 to $2,000 a year just on coffee. Some of you guys care so much about what your life looks like instead of what it feels like, and you're not building financial stability for your future. I'm all about supporting people and prioritizing your happiness, but there's a point of delusion where you're being fucking stupid. Some of you guys just need a little tough love. I'm here to give it to you. I say, hey, you're never gonna be this young again. Like, the money will come back. But there's a point where you are being actually irresponsible. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. In your 20s, you should be working your ass off. You need to be hustling so that you can enjoy that in your 30s. I fear a lot of you guys are just living your best life to the extreme in your 20s and you're going into credit card debt. Life does not need to be an Instagram aesthetics. You do not need to get the designer bag. You do not need to go to Italy. There's so many things that you can wait and save for your 30s. In order to spend money, you need to make the money. Especially in this economy, you cannot be idiotic about how you're spending money. It's stressing me out how many of you guys don't have anything saved up, and I'm here to help you, tell you how to do that. I didn't grow up with money. I learned how to manage my funds, and like, even though I haven't been working the last few months, I haven't been losing money. I've been making money while I've been not working. So we need to all get to financial literacy, because I fear if we don't, like, everyone's gonna be broke, and I don't want that to happen.
You don't have to go through get-rich-quick schemes or hustling 24/7 to enter your rich girl era. These real, smart, sustainable money habits will help you build wealth and become financially independent. Start tracking, start budgeting, start investing, and most importantly, start believing that you can build wealth. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share it with your bestie who's ready to level up her finances too.